choose the right plan. So call now, 1-800-431-3260, and find out about an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan. A personal health insurance advisor is waiting for your call.
In case you haven't noticed, we are all paying record prices for a gallon of gas these days. The oil companies making a record profit, too. ExxonMobil seeing a 17% spike, or $10.9 billion in earnings in just the first quarter of this year. Strangely enough, the oil giant's price of a share fell 2.6% today in pre-market trading because they really thought they were going to make even more crazy profits than they did. Profits were actually below Wall Street's expectations. And at the same time, consumer spending is reportedly up, but mostly because fuel and food prices have jumped up so much that we're spending more money on stuff we got to have. The government will stick a tax on almost anything if you let them. But have you heard about this so-called sin tax on fast food? It's being bandied around by a group of lawmakers from New Jersey to try to help fund hospitals. Naturally, more than a few burger and fry lovers don't care for this idea. One of them is Stephen Moersdorf, who lives in Jersey, where he's chair of the state Young Republicans. Stephen, good to see you.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm guessing the idea is tax it so that people won't eat the stuff that's bad for them, and we'll make some money off it if they do, but often it's the people who don't have a lot of money who eat the cheap food, right?
Yes, that's all true. You know, one thing, you don't want necessarily the state of New Jersey telling you necessarily what to eat. But, you know, on the revenue side, it is just, you know, not a good thing, I can see, to add an additional cost to the cost of people's food in the struggling economy we're dealing with now, where gas prices are up, food prices are up. I just don't see, you know, adding an additional tax on people's food as a good way to go. You
don't own a McDonald's or a Mickey, any kind of franchise or anything, right?
I do not.
How big a tax would this be, and what's the reaction been up and down the shore?
What I'm hearing is that it would be an additional 2% tax on fast food purchases, and I haven't heard too much reaction yet, but I imagine the reaction is not going to be favorable.
So
New Jersey.
So something off the dollar menu would go with tax from $1.06 to $1.08. It's not a whole lot. Where would the revenue go?
They're talking about using the revenue to help stop funding cuts in hospitals, but, you know, there just have to be other ways to go. I mean, New Jersey's expenses have gone so far up over the last 5 or 10 years, and the revenue keeps going up. You know, they keep taxing and taxing, adding more and more fees.
Jersey's good at the taxing, isn't it?
We are very, very good at taxing, unfortunately. We've had a net loss of 72,000 residents leave the state of New Jersey just during the year 2006 because it's just so expensive to live there, between the sales tax, the income tax, real estate taxes, just one after another. So, you know, just more taxes I don't see as helping. The state of New Jersey has to find a way to cut spending.
For the record, Governor Corzine says he is open to reasonable solutions to help solve our financing problems, but there are no plans for any fast food tax, though some people, I guess, in North Jersey are sort of throwing it around a bit. All right, we'll keep a watch on this and see if they actually do it, and if they do, we'll report back to you. Look at the big board. Quietly, the big board begins a new month way up. Did you know that last month stocks were up 700 points? The Dow was